Welcome back to another episode of At the Bar, where we sit down and have conversations about health, fitness, and mindset with athletes. Today I'm joined by Chelsea Blum, so thanks for joining us today, Chelsea.
Yeah, of course.
Let's kick it off by just telling us a little bit more about yourself.
All right. Well, I am the manager and head coach at CrossFit Shoefly, and I coach full-time, so I do about 15 to 18 classes a week, and I'm in charge of the barbell club as well as the sports performance program. So I do the programming for both of those and the outside coaching at other events as well.
Awesome. And so the barbell club, Olympic weightlifting, and the sports performance is more of a youth focus?
Yeah, we work with kids from about 13 to 18 that are in that developmental age, trying to get better at sports and just trying to be active. And we work on hand-eye coordination as well as strength development.
Awesome. Wear a lot of hats here at Shoefly.
Yes.
So let's dive into a little bit about your health and fitness background. Give us a little bit more about how you came into working out and fitness and how that plays in your life now.
So when I was little, I wanted to be the next Mia Hamm. I was going to be a professional soccer player. I was going to go to UNC and just follow in all those footsteps. And then I realized I wasn't great at soccer. I was fast though, so I ended up running track. Really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed working out and being a part of that team. When I went to college, my degree was in health fitness, and then I got my master's in sports management. So I've always just been in that sports realm. And after I got out of school, I did my internship at Cardinal Gibbons High School with the strength and conditioning program there. Loved working with the high schoolers and just making them stronger and training people properly so they don't get hurt or injured and things like that. Found my way to Fuquay and started working for Street, and that's how I got here professionally. Mm-hmm. And then along that way, I've just been working out more and more and taking more care and interest in what I put into my body as well, nutrition-wise.
Yeah. Why don't you dive into a little bit about what types of exercises and workouts, things you did? So being an athlete, variety of sports, finding different types of things that interest you. Talk us through a little bit about what that was like working through different exercise programs and what you enjoy doing.
So I ran track in high school, and then in college I fell into just going to run around on the treadmill a little bit and lift some weights maybe, and then head out from there. But once I started working for Street in Fuquay, I dove into CrossFit head first. I wasn't coaching that much, so I just hung out at the gym all day and did really extravagant, stupid workouts, and was, being sore, not really taking care of myself. So then got into recovery, and the more I started working, the less I was able to work out. So I really started to put interest into what I was doing to get the most out of my workouts. I really got into Olympic weightlifting after that, so most of my time was spent ollie lifting. Really enjoyed that because I'm good at it. The track background lends itself well to Olympic weightlifting. I think that fast twitch fiber is really great when you're Olympic weightlifting. And then I got pregnant, and so I just switched mostly to CrossFit after that because Olympic weightlifting and pregnancy don't always go together well. And after I had my son, I came back in and did a lot of CrossFit because it was more time efficient. I can get in my one workout a day and feel good about it, get in a lot of work, put all my energy into it, and it took about an hour. And then from there I could be a mom, be a coach, and be at home and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And what would you say drew you to CrossFit as opposed to what you mentioned before of some of these different workout programs you might have done? What interested you about that?
I liked it because I was good at it. I always like doing something good at. I'm that type of person. And it was fun. The people that were doing it was challenging. It was just fun to do, and it held my interest. And what was really great about it is I didn't have to write the workouts. I showed up, I did what I was told to do, and then it was, you don't have to think as much.
Yeah.
When you're just in college at the rec center, you're like, I'll do this, or maybe I'll do this, or like that person's doing that. So it was a little bit more hit or miss, where you just show up to CrossFit, you do your work, and you're good to go.
Yeah. And so you mentioned, going through a pregnancy and giving birth to your son. Talk us through a little bit about what that journey was like, coming from an athletic background, doing CrossFit, and then now you're pregnant, working through that process, and then post. Talk us through that.
So being an athlete was super helpful, and being pregnant because I just knew my body really well. So I was able to kind of know what was going on and be in tune to the changes, and then still be able to work out because I knew what was normal and what wasn't and things like that. So I was still able to push myself, but be aware of where I was at so that I didn't put myself in any harm while I was pregnant. And then coming back, it's a challenge for sure, because when you are working out a lot and you can do whatever you want, and now you come back and your body's going through this huge change, it's humbling. And so you kind of have to start back at the bottom again and really work on bringing yourself back up. But we have such a great group around here. And again, CrossFit is for everybody. So I could look at the day's workout and where someone else might be doing, full gymnastics movements, getting upside down and stuff like that. I can make it work for me, 7 months postpartum, and not have to feel bad about myself that I couldn't do the other things. Yeah. And then I progressively, we're almost a year and a half postpartum, and I'm getting back up there and feeling really good about myself. And it's been a great group of people to do that around, very encouraging.
Yeah. I'm curious, how do you find out the information around how to deal with a pregnancy and balancing fitness, and like when you're able to do certain movements and no longer able to do them, or even, postpartum, figuring out how soon can I jump back into some of the movements or exercises I did before I was pregnant? How'd you go about finding out some of that information?
So that's tough. There's not a lot out there. You can read other people's experiences, but it's really so unique to most people. You can kind of gather information from other groups, but we all experience it differently. So you really have to pay attention to what your body's doing and how you feel. And there are some markers, as in like coning in your abs, that you want to avoid. But besides that, it's really an individual step-by-step. You can look at it up as much as you want, but there's not really a lot of information. So what's great is surrounding yourself with other people that have been through similar situations. So you can kind of verbalize it with them and then see what they did and see how that might help you. So I really enjoy, we have a bunch of women that have just had babies or are pregnant now or going through it, and I can be that person for them and share my experiences and help them along the way too.
Yeah, it sounds like that community atmosphere is really helpful.
Yes, definitely.
And when you think about, you mentioned being able to get 1 hour of fitness in, get out, you wear a lot of hats here at the gym, as well as being a mom and a wife. And so how do you find the time or find the balance of getting your fitness in to make sure you're taking care of yourself and then still taking care of everything else that you have going on in your life?
So it's really a day-by-day thing. And I have to be willing to change on a moment's notice. Like this week, our Jet had to come with me a lot on Tuesday, and I didn't get to come in and do my workout. But, it's really a blessing being able to be a mom and like spend all that time with him. And I'm in a great place where I can bring him to work with me. And if I have to take a hit and do a different workout at home, I still got my fitness in. I still was moving for 30 minutes and I was breathing hard, and that was great. And I just took the workout that we had written here at CrossFit Shoe Fly and I just adjusted it for what I had at home. And, being a coach, I'm a little bit more able to do that on the fly. But it was just, I got in what I could, and then I got to bring Jet to work, and he got to cheer everybody on at the 4:30 class. So it's just try and look at the positive side of things, and if I can't get in a workout some days, that's okay too. At least I get to spend time with a great group of people and spend time with my son.
Yeah, and I've noticed Jet, he is able to make an appearance and get involved in some of the workouts, being able to push him around in the stroller when we're doing 400-meter runs and things like that. Yeah. He enjoys that as well. So that's fun
he loves the wind in his long hair. So
awesome. So one of the other things we want to talk about is the way that mindset and the way that you think about confidence or bouncing back from challenges, overcoming things plays a role. And so talk us a little bit through how did your health and fitness journey maybe prepare you for pregnancy, getting through that and whatnot as it relates to your mindset?
Definitely. So, when I first started CrossFit, I wasn't really taking care of myself. I was getting injured a little bit, and that'll pull you back, and you can't do as much. And it really isn't, it's not fun when you're injured and can't do stuff. But when you come back from that, you do what you can do, and then you do better, you take care of yourself, and you move on. That's like a little example of being pregnant for 9 months and then coming back from it, right? You just can't do what you want to do at that time, but it's all phases in life, and you'll eventually move past that, and then you can take advantage of where you're at once that's over. You can do different things, work on different stuff, and then just keep going from there. And I always like to look at the positive things of it, and you got to choose to be happy and find the positive, and then it makes the day better. Instead of being upset that you can't do other things.
I like that. So focusing on the things that are going well, things you can build on and work from there. So when you think through some of the different mindset skills or tools, confidence, breathing, the ability to focus your attention, what are some of the ones that you'd say you've noticed that are most beneficial for you, whether that's in the gym, being a mom, whatever it is?
The biggest one in the gym for me that I hear myself telling myself a lot these days is, why did you show up today? You know, did you come in here to only put in a little bit, or did you come in here to work hard and get the most out of this hour of your time to work out? And that really motivates me. Okay, I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to move faster. I'm going to breathe harder. Like, here we go. We're going to make it hurt a little bit more. And so that, why did you show up? It's a big mantra in my head these days when I'm just staring at the equipment. And it's kind of the same thing at home, like when you're getting frustrated with things and all that. It's like, why are you here? Why are you doing this? Are you doing this so you can get frustrated and have a bad day? Or are you doing this so you can be happy about it and have a good experience?
Yeah. And when you think about that why, I'm imagining it probably has changed over time.
Definitely.
Is that something you came to on your own? Is that something you read or listened to? Or how did you come about figuring out, hey, this motivation thing is actually really important for me?
So in my sport management degree at ECU, we had a sports psych class, and I read a book called The Way of the Peaceful Warrior. And it was half fiction, half true, but it was great about just being in your head and finding where you were at in that moment and being present there. And that has really pushed me since then, just being here and now at this time.
That's awesome. And it's amazing how powerful that skill is, of being present, focused, connecting to your purpose, connecting to your why, how that can drive you forward. Awesome. Well, I want to take a moment and get to know you a little bit better. So we're going to do a little bit of a lightning round here. So you're going to respond with whatever comes to your mind first. So we're going to start with just, what is your favorite time of day to work out?
Oh, that would be between 9:30 and noon.
Okay.
I'm a morning person.
Nice. And when you think about individual workouts, team or group workouts, which would you prefer?
I'm going to say workouts that have the movements that I like to do in them, whether it's team or individual.
Yeah.
I do enjoy some individual stuff. I like racing people.
Yeah.
And I like the team stuff because you get some rest and you get to do it with a friend. But if it's got a movement I like in it, then I'm for it.
So that's a perfect segue. So what are your favorite movements that you get to do?
I really enjoy clean and jerks. And I'm enjoying pull-ups again because I figured out butterfly recently. So those are a lot of fun right now.
Okay. So working on that skill set, I like it. And then what is your favorite post-workout snack or whatever you might like?
Oh, man. Everybody knows I love those Kashi bars. Those chocolate chip chia crunch for my jam with a Fit Aid. It's just perfect. Yeah.
Love those Fit Aids and those Kashi bars. All right. Last thing we'll finish up with here is, for anyone out there who's maybe thinking about how they can improve or enhance their health and fitness journey, maybe it could be somebody going through pregnancy or whatnot, what would you tell them about what would help them to continue to just focus on getting better in terms of health, fitness, mindset, any of that?
Oh, man. Just to do it, right? Just to get started and be in it for that day, right? Don't wait till Monday. Don't wait till next month or anything like that. It's just to jump in wherever you're at and be in it, right? Whatever that challenge is or whatever change you want to make, just do it. There's never a right time, so just go ahead and start now.
I like that, especially when you start looking at, people can talk about it, plan it, and whatnot, but the ones who actually do, just go ahead and start going. Those are the ones who are actually going to see some of the results. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us today, Chelsea. If you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe. Always looking to find new and different ways that we can connect with folks out there. Let us know what you want to hear about. What are some of the different topics that might be interesting to you? And we'll see you for our next episode of At the Bar.